Okay, sir, we will start.
Sure, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the international webinar on recent advancements and research prospects in thermal engineering, organized by ISERD in association with Edge Webinars. On the behalf of the entire organizing committee, I'm Isaac Behra, organizing secretary. Would like to welcome you all for this webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce our organization. The motto behind this non-profit association is to bridge the gap between students, professors, academics, and industrialists from multidiscipline. Apart from organizing various seminars, expert talks, and conferences, we have various highly rated multidisciplinary journals in the field of science, engineering, technology, and management. Since our inception, we have been arranged various international conferences at various parts of the world like New York, London, Australia, Hong Kong, Dubai, Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, India, etc. More than 1 lakh people across the globe are associates with us, and more than 5 lakh research papers have been presented and published during our journey. Today, I'm glad to welcome you all as a member of this fastest growing network for the advancement of science and technology in terms of research and innovation. Today, we were very much fortunate to have an eminent professor and expert who is joining this webinar as an expert speaker and guest. His name is Professor Dr. S.A. Mohan Krishna. Presently, he's working as a professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Vidyavardhaka College of Engineering, Mysore, India. Now, I would like to welcome our Professor Dr. S.A. Mohan Krishna to deliver the webinar.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir, is the screen visible?
Yes, sir. The screen is visible, but your PPT is not visible, sir. Now it's visible, sir.
Yeah. Very happy to have an interaction-based talk, mainly on one of the most effervescent topics, advances, applications, and research prospects in thermal engineering. Before that, I am greatly privileged to speak to you people on this occasion, as this is organized by ISERD, one of the members for that. I am very glad that the conference coordinator has given a very mellifluous start for the conference. I am really grateful to you, sir. With this presence, it is the time to start the webinar without wasting much of my time. As said in the beginning, I will be delivering a talk on recent advances, applications, and research prospects in thermal engineering. You all will be wondering what made me to select this particular topic for the international webinar. When I had the discussion with the conference secretariat earlier, I told that anyhow, I am having this specialization in the area, thermal engineering. There are many hot favorites that can be discussed in this webinar. As said, I will be speaking about this topic for about 45 to 50 minutes. Later, for about 5 to 10 minutes, we shall have interaction. I know that in this webinar, there will be research scholars, students, professionals, then technocrats, then teaching fraternity, and many more. So once again, I'll be very happy to deliver a talk in this international webinar. Now moving on to the first slide. Dear friends, you all know that in mechanical engineering, one of the hot favorites for academicians, research scholars, scientists shall be thermal engineering. Particularly for research scholars, students, and researchers, you will be wondering what exactly we can explore in thermal engineering. The best example what we can take up to understand the technological relevance of thermal engineering is human body. You all know that in human body, innumerable reactions, processes will be taking place. Because of that, we will be in a position to talk, walk, or do any other activity. When we started teaching thermal engineering, the best example what we can take up is human body, as said just now. So starting from a simple application to an intricate application, we will come across many application areas in thermal engineering. That is why the topic has been structured as recent advances, applications, and research prospects in thermal engineering. Let me take up one by one so that you will be in a position to know the esoteric aspects involved in that. I know that those who are attending this webinar, many will be into teaching fraternity. Yesterday, we could celebrate Teachers' Day to remember the stupendous achievements of Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. I'll be very happy that I'm into teaching fraternity and I'll be talking to you all. The first and the foremost course or topic what I can take up is engineering thermodynamics. I'll not be discussing what are all the things we can take up in engineering thermodynamics, but we shall take up what are all the interesting aspects, application areas, recent trends, and research prospects. If I start the information from the scratch, it will be monotonous. I know majority are professionals. We are all involved in that. Why do I need to start from engineering thermodynamics? I would have started taking a reference with turbo machines or energy engineering. In thermal engineering, to know the prominent avenues, it is mandatory to start with engineering thermodynamics. What is there in engineering thermodynamics? Friends, in engineering thermodynamics, we find everything. Being a researcher or being an academician, what is strongly involved in engineering thermodynamics, we should know. We all know that when we start thermodynamics, we will be discussing about the basic concepts of temperature, governing laws in thermodynamics. We will speak entropy, pure substances, and many other application aspects. Pertaining to teaching, these are all the things what we impart. But when we start exploring in research perspective, it is the time to know about the application areas. Before starting research, particularly in thermal engineering, we should know the strong avenues that are adhering to thermal engineering. That is why, as said in the beginning, the topic has been structured as recent advances, applications, and research prospects. I think for the current situation in the present era, this may be one of the hot favorites for an webinar. Just telling the fundamental aspects will not serve any purpose. When we just Google the information, we will get plethora of ideas involved in thermal engineering. When you wish to become a researcher, what avenues have been encumbered in engineering thermodynamics. Initially, you all know that the applications of engineering thermodynamics have been. When we start learning the applications, definitely it will be infinite. As said in the beginning, starting from a common application, human body, till heavy duty application, we can learn the essence of thermal engineering. But in the beginning, we should focus on engineering thermodynamics. The application areas, when we need to explore internal combustion engines or automotive engineering, the essence of thermodynamics very much mandated. Next, we'll start exploring on the various turbo missions like turbines, compressor, pumps, blowers, and many other applications. So, the listing out the application in engineering thermodynamics may be very exorbitant. On knowing the application, if you wish to start the research, please identify the correct area of focus. In thermodynamics, we have many things to conquer. Among that, which is highly recommendable for you, depending on your style of functioning, you will be in a position to select a particular topic. You all know that in engineering thermodynamics, the applications are exorbitant, as just mentioned now. When we wish to take up a particular research topic, the recent advancement you should explore. In the conventional era, we have come across many aspects in thermodynamics, but in the same area, in the same course, phenomenal growth has been taken up in knowing the research areas. First, make sure that you strongly identify the core research areas in engineering thermodynamics. Nowadays, you all know that the researchers, particularly in thermodynamics, they wish to take up research on biofuels. So engineering materials and biofuels have become very common nowadays. Earlier, there was dearth in biofuels and in study of engineering materials, but nowadays, phenomenal developments have happened in alternate fuels and applications, very particularly biological fuels. When we take up the reference of combustion engineering, by taking a reference of internal combustion engines or turbines or study on boilers, definitely it will be one of the effervescent areas for a research. That is why what I have lectured in this webinar, I have not furnished any of the running matter. On showing the images of every avenue or application aspect in thermal engineering, we shall try to enhance or aggrandize the information. That is why in the beginning, I have taken with engineering thermodynamics. For each and every course or subject, please be aware of the recent advances, application, and then the research prospect. In thermal engineering, let me strongly emphasize, whichever application aspect you take up, there is phenomenal growth. For any researcher, there shall be scientific followed by technical soundness. Now, as just mentioned, the first aspect or avenue in thermal engineering is thermodynamics. We are all aware of the application areas. One can explore on power plant. In MTech curriculum or PG program, one such course which has been planned is thermal power stations. Initially, a researcher can have a broad survey or a look on a particular power station. He or she can explore avenues in thermal power plants, nuclear power plants, idle power plants, and many more. Nowadays, the prospect for energy engineering or energy sectors is absolutely appreciated. You require energy everywhere. To carry out any activity, energy is very much mandatory. So let me strongly point out in the field of thermal engineering, particularly the first course, engineering thermodynamics, we can fly many application areas. So power plants, then in the area of aircrafts, aircraft propulsion and spacecrafts. Next, automobile engineering. As I said in the beginning, human body, that is the best example. Yet another research avenue or prospect in the area of thermodynamics is HVAC and all. Being a very prominent member of ISRE, Indian Society of Heating, Ventilation and Air Conditioning, one such hot favorite for researchers shall be refrigeration and air conditioning. That is why even in the engineering curriculum, students will come across, but without having skills or competence in refrigeration and air conditioning, very particularly in HVAC and R, they study. That is why in this webinar, I am strongly pointing out the application aspects followed by research prospect. From the beginning, in the engineering curriculum, we wish the students to be active researchers. There was a time wherein the students used to learn the theoretical aspects and forget. Now the time has changed. You all know, in this pandemic, we have learned many lessons, not just in the professional life, in every aspect we have learned. The future is unpredictable. So make sure that you should discover your talent and explore your aptitude in a very, very pragmatic way. That's why strongly I am emphasizing the application areas in thermodynamics followed by research prospect. Next, on knowing the applications, an active researcher can definitely explore in the field of aircrafts. Make sure that before you start any research, you please find out in which particular area the research has been absorbed. Many of the researchers, what they normally do. So particularly in this area, research has not been done. Let me take up. That is not the thing. Whatever research you do in future or presently are doing it should be useful for the technical society. May not be for a common layman or a person. It should be beneficial for the technical society. That's why please explore in a very positive way and carry out research in a meaningful and resourceful way. For that, what is the tip we can understand? The suggestive tip shall be understanding the applications of every area. You all know that in thermal engineering, we will take up very fragrant courses like thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, turbo machinery. Next, heat transfer, computational fluid dynamics, gas dynamics, internal combustion engines, automotive engineering, computational fluid dynamics, cryogenics, energy engineering, energy and environment and whatnot. See, in thermal engineering, we have many avenues wherein you can carry out research in a very positive and thought-provoking way. Please understand the application. Once when you understand the application, taking up the research shall be a easier task. Whatever research idea, proposal you take up, please carry out the research based on a particular application. Think that you are exploring a research topic on combustion engineering. that combustion engineering should have relevance with internal combustion engines or with turbines or with the study on power plants, then your research shall have greater weightage. Just carrying out the experiment investigation shall not be useful for you. Along with the experimental investigation, the theoretical study followed by numerical exploration shall be very, very useful. There shall be greater technical novelty followed by soundness in your research. So the first course or the topic what I could take up was engineering thermodynamics. There is a course that has closer bondage or affinity with thermodynamics. The second topic, what I'll be discussing is fluid mechanics. As said in the beginning, I will not be talking any of the fundamental topics on fluid mechanics. The topic of discussion is recent advances, applications, and research prospect. You'll ask me, we are aware of the applications of fluid mechanics as we are teaching mechanics from past many years. So for academicians, for scientists, for research scholars, I think I need not have to tell the application. But before we take up the recent advances and prospects, we should highlight. You all know that the relevance of fluid mechanics shall be applicable for airplanes, aircrafts, space vehicles, jet engines, propellers, and whatnot. But what advancements have been taken place in fluid mechanics? Every day, there has been a strong emphasis on the application aspect of fluid mechanics. One such area or course wherein fluid mechanics is connected to is computational fluid dynamics. That CFD, in short, has fascinated research scholars in a very, very enthusiastic and energetic way. Earlier, researcher used to explore on experimental investigation and could terminate his research work. But nowadays, we have many positive computational fluid dynamics based packages, software packages. The best one is to understand the flow analysis. Normally, we take up a software, saved a package called Fluent. In Fluent, and also by using Gambit, we can carry out flow analysis in a very pleasing way. Just exploring experimentally will not have any sort of novelty nowadays. What is your work? In order to project your thought, no doubt, we have to do validation. So experimental investigation followed by computational or numerical approach shall make you a fantastic research and thought-provoking research. That's why computational fluid dynamics has stronger affinity towards fluid mechanics. That's why please understand the application. In every course, please focus on the application aspect. Then it will make you an active researcher forever. Just completing doctoral degree will not fetch you any fruit ion. There may be promotion for you and also the salary status will be high for you. That's it. But please make sure that you should remain as an active researcher throughout. Even though you are into teaching a fraternity, remember, you have to be explorative in research. That's why once when an inspection committee comes to an institution or organization, if you are just a teacher, you will not have any sort of weightage. So please make sure you should be research minded. I know that in the webinar, a few research scholars, students shall be participating. It shall be a suggestive tip to explore your thought. So, in fluid mechanics and engineering, if we pounce on the application, you will get to know the thought in a very positive way. Look at that. Purposefully, I have structured the PowerPoint slides not by projecting any running matter. I know if I show the running matter, you will listen to me. I have projected few interesting images wherein you can think about it. It will be a food for thought for you. See, fluid mechanics, it has strong relevance with power stations. When you take the example of idle power plants, you may ask me, just knowing the theoretical ideas will not be grateful to you. If you project a research thought in taking up a work on idle power stations, is it possible? Yes. See, you know that in a hydroelectric power station, many engineers will be working. All varieties of engineers will be involved in idle power station. But is there any prospect in carrying out research in a hydroelectric power plant? Yes, it is possible. You all know that in power station, powerhouse is very important. Along with powerhouse, you find n number of components. How exactly power generation takes place? What are all the thermodynamic specifications we need to take up? On studying this, we will get food for thought in carrying out explorative research in a very pleasing. Like that, we find n number of examples. We have a course connecting fluid mechanics, fluid power engineering. Along with the basics of fluid mechanics, if we have strong control or control engineering, we will be a very, very fruitful researcher. So like that, we find avenues in becoming an active researcher in the area of fluid mechanics. So fluid mechanics and thermodynamics, unquestionably, they are connected. Okay, let me move further. We have discussed some information regarding thermodynamics, fluid mechanics. The amalgamation of both thermodynamics and fluid mechanics will conceive yet another subject or a course called fluid machinery or turbo machines. I know when we just pronounce the term turbo machine, many of the ears will be lifted. Nearly 40% of the researchers will be engrossed in taking up a work on turbo machines. You can explore on compressors. We have axial flow and centrifugal compressors. For example, if you take compressors, centrifugal compressors, and researcher will have the potential to study the tip clearance effects of a centrifugal compressor. Each and every topic in a particular course shall be immeasurable. Let me tell this. You will be in a position to measure Hudson Bay, the overall measurement of Atlantic Ocean or the depth of Pacific Ocean. But certain courses in thermal engineering are highly expansive. When we know the quintessence of thermodynamics and fluid mechanics, definitely we'll get the connectivity to turbo machines. You know the basics, I need not have to tell. But what is the strong application? When we take the application of turbo machines, unquestionably that will lead to energy engineering or power plant engineering. Take the example of thermal power station. hydroelectric power station, nuclear power station, diesel electric power station. No doubt, certain components connecting to turbo machines are related. Don't you really think the broad course thermal engineering is so broad? If you dive to the depth, you will understand the technical depth of each and every course. So the third aspect in thermal engineering I'm accentuating is turbo machines. We find power generating, power absorbing, and power transmitting turbo machines. A researcher shall focus on a particular topic, particular turbo machine, and explore, not just experimental investigation. You should be theoretically strong, provided you should have validation by taking up computational fluid dynamics. At the end, I will project information about CFD, but no doubt, even you can relate computational fluid dynamics to turbo machines. So as I said, we have many CFD packages, Fluent, ANSYS, Star CD, Phoenix, CFX, and many more. You can do wonders in research. So nowadays, research just do not do for research. So you have to search, repetitively search, then only it will become research. Say information synthesis has become emphasis. Like that, repetitive search, it will lead to research. You have many aspects in exploring a particular topic or become an active researcher. So one fruitful topic shall be turbo machines. So we have covered engineering thermodynamics followed by fluid mechanics and turbo machines. So please make sure that the technical knowledge or cognizance in fluid mechanics should be amazing. Then only you will be in a position to understand the flavor and glamour of turbo machines. You know, the turbo machines are absolutely gigantic by structure. Mammoth. Don't you really think when you see to this image, your research mindedness shall be exorbitant? You should think in a very expansive way. Just studying the blade profile, then the running of the rotor, then the overall silhouette of a turbo machine will fascinate you in all directions. So the research perspective in turbo machines or fluid machinery shall be really phenomenal. You have tremendous growth to become a researcher in turbo machines. Next, yet another topic that relates to fluid mechanics, thermodynamics, and turbo machinery is gas dynamics. I know that in many of the NITs and IITs, this shall be one of the hot favorites for academicians and students. There are many things to explore. I know that the research pertaining to fluid mechanics, computational fluid mechanics, and turbo machines shall be very good. But there is dearth in gas dynamics, even though it is connected to one of the areas in thermal engineering. We are not aware of the exact value of gas dynamics. You see to the application. So used in steam and gas turbines, high-speed aerodynamics, high-speed turbo compressors, jet, rocket, and missile propulsion systems. And lastly, transonic, supersonic, and hypersonic class. Now, here, the knowledge of computational fluid dynamics should be mandated. Nowadays, the researchers, particularly in the area of thermal engineering, they are exploring their thoughts in a fantastic way. Your thoughts should be very fabulous. Please understand the application of every aspect. It will lead to a very fruitful research. That is what I wish to strongly emphasize in this moment. Next, friends, we have discussed broader areas in thermal engineering, namely engineering thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, turbo machines, next gas dynamics. On learning these hot favorites, there is yet another topic which is still in the developmental embryonic phase, that is cryogenics. My hot favorite is cryogenics. So I'm very happy to tell that I have authored a book on cryogenics. So not in a bigger way, it shall be useful for teaching and student fraternity. You may ask me, knowing the application of cryogenics, you will be very much amazed to become a researcher exclusively in cryogenics. At IIT Bombay, IIT Chennai, and ISC, many of the researchers are exploring on cryogenics engineering. What is there in cryogenics? You may ask me. To learn cryogenics, one such course, what you need to be mesmerized is refrigeration and air conditioning. If you know the depth of refrigeration, that will lead to the connectivity with cryogenics. Please do know the application of cryogenics. It is applicable for rocket propulsion systems, power electronics, biomedical engineering, food processing, recycling of materials, space technology, and whatnot. See, I have covered almost all engineering disciplines to know the application of cryogenics. Friends, I am strongly highlighting at this moment, you can take up research in cryogenics. There are ample liquefaction systems and cryocoolers wherein very meager research has taken place. You may be aware of one such prominent cryocooler, Gifford McMahon cryocooler or pulse tube cryocooler. The research on these two cryocoolers may be exorbitantly done, but we have many other areas left in cryogenic engineering. It seems to be cumbersome to understand, but it is one of the most amazing and easiest of all topics in thermal engineering. Thermodynamics, turbo machines, fluid mechanics, they're all analytical by nature. Even though cryogenics, it has stronger bondage towards refrigeration, the theoretical aspects are absolutely electrifying. Please dive to the depth of cryogenics and become a very meaningful researcher. So one such avenue to become a researcher in thermal engineering is cryogenic engineering. You invariably deal the temperature below minus 150 degrees centigrade. You just think the human brain is absolutely scintillating. It had the potential to create technique, technology, and software in a very resourceful way. Friends, not just in the area of thermal engineering, in design engineering, manufacturing engineering, and other avenues in mechanical engineering, you have bright prospect to become a very, very informative researcher. All may be researchers, but how you repeatedly search is very important. So please know the recent advances. One such advancement in cryogenics shall be space technology. You remember the ventures from Indian Space Research Organization, Mars Orbiter mission, Chandrayaan. In that, you may ask, does cryogenics play a dominating role? Yes. Nowadays, in all space missions, we are using what? Cryogenics. Without the incorporation of cryogenic engines, it will not be in a position to maneuver the atmospheric situations in a very pleasing way. For that, cryogenics is important. You find many explorative research papers to know the fragrance or romances involved in cryogenics. That's why I am accentuating this information in this international webinar. Okay, so another 15 to 20 minutes, we shall be engrossed in this webinar. I have covered engineering thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, turbovisionary, gas dynamics, and next cryogenics. You will ask me, other than these courses in thermal engineering, are there any other application area involved in thermal engineering? Friends, not just in 1 hour, we will be in a position to cover the ideas. At least we may require 5 to 6 hours to know the information to the surface level. Please remember how big, how much depth we have in thermal engineering, you will be wondering. So, the advances in thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, turbomissions, gas dynamics have mesmerized researchers, academicians, and technocrats in a very fabulous way. This is a golden opportunity to explore the thoughts in a very projective manner. Okay, let me move further. When you see this image, I think definitely one can make out, even a child of 8 years can make out this is a wind turbine or a wind. Why I am projecting the thought towards windmill or some other application relating energy engineering? In the beginning, I told, without having zeal or energy or enthusiasm, you will not be in a position to carry out your work in a very effective way. Nowadays, energy, even though it is a form of some or the other way of energy, energy is very much mandatory. Whether the person is a layman or a technician or a professional, you require ample amount of energy. That's why in the beginning I projected that energy is essentially required. Irrespective of any bloody engineering discipline, no doubt, energy is mandatory. So, energy engineering and mechanical engineering or power engineering and electronics or electrical engineering shall be a very staggering topic for academicians and researchers. You just see to the papers, research papers in energy engineering or power engineering. I can promise you that among 10 researchers, nearly 6 might have done work towards energy engineering or power engineering. No doubt, this topic, it is connected to electronics, electrical, mechanical, and even civil engineering. Who does not require energy? Even though you are an IT professional, will you not be using energy in a very... Yes, it is required. So, the next area of focus, what I will be taking is energy engineering or power engineering. Just now I told, many of the researchers are very active towards the exploration of wind energy and solar energy. I need not have to tell the application. When you take a research project or a proposal on solar engineering, don't you know there are abundant applications? To begin with, solar water heater. Next, active and passive heating systems, solar pond, solar chimney, solar tank, whatnot. Everything is solar, solarized. We are utilizing abundant solar radiation for exorbitant applications in solar engineering. That's why in a PG program and even in UG program, this has become one of the electives for the students to take up. This shall not be just a professional elective, this shall be an open elective. Even though the student or the faculty member is with computer science or information science engineering, without having strong knowledge or background in solar engineering, he or she shall be useless. Don't you use solar dryer? Don't you use solar cooker? Don't you use solar water heater? Without knowing, kindly ensure that to become a researcher, there shall be yet another focus. There shall be a strong focus for a researcher. So friends, energy sectors are phenomenally good. You can understand the recent advances followed by research application. See, even in energy engineering, earlier we used to just use a simple solar water heater and explore the thoughts. But now, when we see to the applications in solar engineering on understanding solar radiation geometry, now we have many other advances. Earlier, just by seeing to a solar water heater, we would have been amazed. But now, there are concepts like solar pond, solar power plant, solar chimney. Then amazing invention, solar cooker. See, don't you think these applications on solar energy have mesmerized people? So in future, we find solar scooter, solar turbine, and everything shall be solar. We don't know. When we see to the student projects, definitely we will be amazed. In among 5 batches, at least 3 batches will concentrate on energy application. So friends, to become a researcher, particularly in the area of energy, please think about it. Wind energy, solar have mesmerized, amazed people in all directions. Earlier, separate thought on solar, wind or tidal would have been the focus. Now it is not just interdisciplinary, it is multidisciplinary. They are mixing solar and wind for the suitable energy conversion process to happen. So friends, please think about it. This is the next area of focus. So solar and wind, they have fascinated men in all directions. I need not have to emphasize each and every thought. I know you're all professionals, but think. Please understand the advances and application that will lead to a very projective and effective research thought. Next, automotive engineering. Don't you really think the automobile engineering is essential for a mechanical engineer? Yes, need not be just for a mechanical engineer. For each and every engineering, this is yet another area of focus. See, without knowing the fundamentals of internal combustion engines, there is no point in learning automobile engineering. Earlier, conventional concepts we were used to learn, but now automotive electronics has amazed people to take up research thought. In each and every focus of thermal engineering, there is food for thought. You have to link. Don't be just single disciplinary. Please be interdisciplinary. leading to multidisciplinary research. So nowadays, if you are just single focused, you will be sidelined. Please open your thoughts in all directions. Kindly do not restrict yourself. I am pointing out. I know you're all doing multitasking nowadays. That multitasking will lead to a multitasking researcher. Please understand my point at this juncture. What is the inner meaning of that? You should be multidisciplinary, multi-talented. Then only it will have a strong projectivity towards research. Earlier, teaching learning process was given stronger emphasis. Even today, no doubt. Along with teaching learning process, if you are an active researcher in all directions, that will make you a very, very fruitful academician. So way back to 1970s, 80s, the teacher used to just teach, but now that idea has gone. You will be just teaching for 1%, remaining 99, you will be multidisciplinary. That's why, dear friends, please understand the inner meaning of my thought and project your ideas in a very meaningful way. You see, on understanding the relevance of automotive engineering, automotive electronics, automotive mechanics have mesmerized researchers. There is strong emphasis for automotive electronics in the present scenario. There are many other electrical and electronics courses that link in learning automotive electronics. So the strong base for learning automotive electronics is automobile engineering or automotive engineering. So phenomenal advances have taken place in this area. So in just 1 hour, I will not be in a position to cover all areas of focus in a very comprehensive way, but I can tell in an epigrammatic way to understand the essence of each focus. You see how amazing the technology is, automotive technology. So it is absolutely stunning. Many may think that on excelling as an engineer, particularly in the area of mechanical or electrical, what is the prospect for job? Is there dearth in job opportunities? Friends, as said in the beginning, you should be explorative. Say, entrepreneur is one thought for the present day people. See, you cannot expect the government organizations and private organizations to give employment for every individual. No. So the startups and entrepreneurship, particularly in the energy sectors and automobile engineering, will make you a mellifluous entrepreneur. So having acquaintance with bigwigs, I am telling you the talk. Please make sure that in the field of automotive technology, for next 5 generations, there is amazing focus. Some of the courses may be too conventional. Say, you take the example of fluid mechanics and thermodynamics. People are learning from time immemorial, but they are essential. Without knowing the rudiments, you will not be in a position to understand the advances followed by research prospect. So, but to become a successful entrepreneur, to take up an idea of startup, energy sectors and automobile is 2 areas of focus, what you can think. So this webinar is not just for academicians or researchers, even for a layman or a common man, it shall be used. Next, Let me take up the area of focus. Another 5 minutes, I will be talking to you all. Heat transfer. You will be amazed. On learning engineering thermodynamics followed by fluid mechanics, is there any point in learning heat transfer? Yes. Even in the area of heat transfer, you can understand the phenomenal growth, advances. Say, some of the researchers will take up work on heat exchangers. You know the conventional heat exchangers. But now, for a few researchers, shell and tube heat exchanger followed by compact heat exchanger shall be the food for thought in doing research in heat transfer. So heat transfer, it is the most essential topic in thermal engineering. Thermodynamics, no doubt it is the wife of heat transfer. So wife is thermodynamics, then the husband is heat transfer. The children are fluid mechanics, turbo machines, and cryogenics. Whichever area of focus you take up, heat transfer, thermodynamics have stronger affinity. Take the application of cryogenics. Don't you think fluid mechanics, mathematics, and heat transfer are important? Yes. So please think about a very thought-provoking idea to become a researcher, particularly in heat transfer specialization. So there are many prominent academicians in India wherein they have done extensive research on heat transfer. To name a few, Dr. Suhas Sukhatme, Dr. C.P. Arora, Dr. K.N. Sitaramu, Dr. T.R. Sitaram. There are many other legends who have done phenomenal work in heat transfer. So I can list minimum 100 academicians and researchers who are experts, connoisseurs in heat transfer. So friends, thermodynamics and heat transfer, you can make wonders. So all courses are interconnected, but understanding the advances and prospect, you can definitely come in a very effective way. Then the last area of focus in thermal engineering, another 2 to 3 minutes, I will be speaking to you the importance of computational fluid dynamics. We have spoken all courses, all areas of focus in thermal engineering, thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, turbo machinery, gas dynamics, cryogenics, energy engineering, automobile engineering, heat transfer, and many other things. For all these courses, who is the godfather now? Computational fluid dynamics. Earlier, we used to investigate experimentally and fetch the results in a very convincing way. But now the days are gone. So what is your individuality? We have appliances or experimental test rig. We can carry out experimentally, not a big issue. Ultimately, how do you validate? On proper validation or making the comparative study, one such approach that will help all researchers shall be computation fluid dynamics. For each and every focus in thermal engineering, for thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, cryogenics, heat transfer, energy, everything. So computational fluid dynamics has stronger relevance. As said in the middle of the webinar, there are many fascinating CFD packages. We can carry out flow analysis by using ANSYS or Fluent. Additionally, we have CFX, Star CD, Phoenix, and many more. So at least learn one CFD package comprehensively, and you can do analysis in a very, very resourceful way. So experimentally, theoretically, and computationally, if you are strong, no doubt you shall be an untouchable researcher. you will be an unparalleled way. You will be an unparalleled person in the area of research. So, for all these areas of focus, who shall be the mastermind and who shall be the successor? Unquestionably, computational fluid dynamics. So when I start telling about the application advances, it will take a lot of time. So aerospace, automobile, in each and every stream or area of focus of thermal engineering, this shall be encumbered. So friends, this is all what I was willing to talk to you. This is not just a webinar. This will really help for a research scholar, even for an academician, to know about the advances in thermal engineering. Finally, I wish to conclude in telling that, dear research scholars and even academicians, there is phenomenal development in thermal engineering. When you wish to carry out or take up faculty development programs or hands-on programs, international conferences, symposium, please take up a topic in thermal engineering which has greater importance. Please deviate the conventional topics, thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, the basics from memorial, people are learning. But in the present scenario, please identify the recent advances. On that particular area of advance, you select the topic and try to spread the awareness in a very effective way. You have many topics. So I could tell in 1 hour, definitely you can identify those topics and spread importance about that to the researchers and students in an effective way. Finally, I wish to thank the people from ISC for giving me a fabulous opportunity in talking to you all for about 1 hour in the international webinar. On the topic structure, particularly on recent advances, applications, and research prospects in thermal engineering. I wish to thank everyone. Before we quit, I request the participants to have active interaction. For about 5 to 10 minutes, if we can spend, I'll be happy for it. Okay, dear participants, I once again wholeheartedly thank the organizers in giving me a wonderful opportunity to talk to you all in this international webinar. The conference secretariat or the conference coordinator have the details of mine. You can open-heartedly talk to me. If there are questions, you can drop me an email or you can talk to me over phone. So finally, I thank once again the participants and the organizers in listening to